Hello, welcome to another video. And as the song by Lit went, a band who released this song in late 90s, about 1999, it's no surprise to me I am my own worst enemy. And Jeremy Vine certainly is his own worst enemy. This video Jeremy Vine gets pinned between his bicycle and a reversing van who took a wrong turn. Now, as you can see, originally this was posted about 3 months ago. The reason why it's just sort of come up again is because he's had some sort of outcome from it. And, well, what I'll do is, I mean, God, there's so much to pick apart in this video. Basically, Jeremy Vine, he presents a crazy, ridiculous, semi-awful chat show phone-in thing on Channel 5 weekdays. Just as I'm recording this on the Saturday, probably put it up on the Sunday, and it just sort of finished for before Christmas yesterday, the Friday, and it's back on Tuesday, January the 2nd. He never seems to take a day off, and he has way too many jobs because the program runs from 9, for his part of the program runs from 9:15 to 11:15, and then he goes to do a BBC Radio 2 show as well, where he just talks about all the same topics from about midday, I think. I'm not sure the exact time. 45 minutes might seem a bit tight to get to the studio in time, and it is. So what he does is the newspaper review, which is from about 10:30. That 45-minute segment is pre-recorded, and they'll do that about 8 o'clock in the morning. So basically, all he has to do is just turn up early, do that, then do the 9:15 to do the 10 o'clock. What time is it? Do the 9:15 to 10:30 part live, and then he's got plenty of time to get over to Radio 2. But like Gary Lineker with his political tweets, Jeremy Vine's decided to take it upon himself to be some sort of justice warrior on the streets. And he rides, he's a man about 58, he rides a penny farthing half the time on main roads in London. And here he's not, I think it's a Brompton bike, it might be. It's a smaller bike anyway, as you'll see. But every single time he does one of these, he makes an absolute tit out of himself. And, well, we'll play the video, and then, we'll then pick through it. But just, get ready. Yeah, he does these fancy things on his videos.
No! Whoa!
Stupid prick.
Are you okay, sir? Just come over here.
Such a bossy tone. Just come over here. Frey, do you know who I am?
Wow.
Right, so let's go back to the start of the video. So he comes to approach. So got sort of like go back. So like a two-tone thing on her hair going on. That's quite cool. Okay, so the driver is... people make mistakes on the road. I've seen people drive the wrong way down a one-way street. I've even done it once myself. And when a guy... I got a bit lost. And this was before the days of GPS. And the guy shouted at me. I stopped in the middle of the road. And this is exactly the same thing as an old joke. But the guy said... I was looking around trying to see where I was going. Find the correct route. And the guy just shouted out... Do you know this is a one-way street? And just like the time-old joke, I just said, but I'm only going one way. He wasn't very impressed. I think he called me a banker or something. Anyway, so the guy's about to make a legal right turn, which will leave him heading the wrong way down a cycle lane. Okay. People make mistakes.
No!
Okay, so we'll pause it there. Now, this guy's... I don't know quite how he's done that. People make mistakes. There's so many sort of... I mean, I've not driven in London. There's so many... Even in Manchester, there's so many sort of, one-way streets and things, and he kind of get a bit confused sometimes. Maybe his GPS has taken him down the wrong thing, but yes, he's gone into a cycle lane. Okay, mea culpa, it's not his fault. By the way, that red light is sort of facing the traffic going across. It's just Vine's stupid fisheye 360-degree lane lens, whatever thing. But it's pointing that way anyway, stopping the traffic going across. It's not applied to him as some people thought. People castigating him for that. That's the one thing I would not castigate Vine for, but there's plenty more to castigate him for. So this, the guy's straight into his lane. Okay, so what do you do in that situation? I would, if I was riding my bike, I would just kind of stop, just sort of pause a minute, just like maybe try and signal, but stupid, pathetic little squeaky horn. The guy's clearly turning down the wrong way. That's looks like a one-way. Is that one-way? Yeah, it looks like a one-way street. Anyway, that's probably sort of going round there. Okay, made a mistake. We all make mistakes. Now at that point, Jeremy Vine's obviously slowed down. You can see he's slowed down, and he should just stop at this point. But as I've shown before, what does he do?
Whoa!
He goes behind the van. The guy's obviously then suddenly realised he's gone down the wrong way down a one-way street, and starts to reverse to correct his mistake. Jeremy Vine's now in the blind spot, and so the guy can't see him at all anyway. So it's all happened so quickly. So Vine's put himself in peril by himself. You can't really blame the van driver for doing that. The van driver obviously shouldn't run him over, but Vine's put himself in that position. It's like running down in front of, it's like walking along the pavement and then lying down in the main road. You don't do it because it's going to hurt. You're going to come a cropper. Anyway, and then it's just fucking hilarious when he goes, shit! I love the way he banged on this with his fisheye lens. It's like a fucking comedy sketch. Then another saviour springs to, with a tiny little bike, springs to life, and Vine's like, oh, I'm going to cry because this man tried to run me over even though it was my own fault for going behind him. And obviously the guy, it's not right that the truck, as a result the truck has now caught his bike under the wheels. But if Vine hadn't gone behind him in the first place, or tried to get round him, if he just frigging waited like there, he'd have been perfectly fine. He could have then just had a word with him, but no, Vine just decides to film all this and then send it off to the police. Bang, bang, bang. Well, you got at least two jobs. You can afford a new one. My bike! Jesus Christ! Get the you got a tube in London. Get that. Gee, how old are you to have to still be riding on a bloody bike in London?
Are you okay, sir? Just come over here.
My bike! Oh, that's it.
Wow.
Oh, that's the lady who just popped in. So that's his crying video. There is a good comments on here actually, but yeah, he posts these. He shows these on his TV show sometimes, and he expects everyone to get on board with him and just agree with him, and people call him out for this, and he's right. He's wrong. But they are right to call him out. Now I've upvoted this comment on Reddit, but from Scarecrow, even though a lot of people have downvoted it. I hate the downvoting thing. It's just pathetic. But he speaks to the complexity of the junction. Someone's moaning about it. Jeremy Vine is a very strange man. He seems to thoroughly enjoy putting himself in situations where he is likely to end up in a bit of bother and then rants. The driver realised he made a mistake and then tried to reverse out of it. Not seeing the bike that was trying to squeeze out around the back, Jeremy is incapable of realising that London is complex. People don't have the luxury of learning every junction, so they can stream about them, and that, believe it or not, humans make mistakes. Granted, there's loads of nightmare drivers out there, but I've lost count of the number of times I've seen a cyclist being just as stupid. Two wrongs don't make a right, but he doesn't blog about those incidents with the same rage, or at all, because cyclists go through red lights all the bloody time. It's ridiculous. So, the reason why we sort of come to this is because he's now got, he's just moaning big time. He's already got 1 million views out of this. I hope he's happy for it. Because he's now got a sort of resolution. So he can appear, so he can feel important about himself for 5 minutes. I was blamed for this, a van hitting me in a cycle lane. So I took the footage to the police because I'm a telltale tit. And here's the outcome. Might help some Twitter drivers understand the law better. Thanks and happy Christmas to Met Police. Suck, suck, suck. Blah, blah, blah. So let's just... So he just... I don't know... I can't imagine him being particularly tech savvy. So I know he's got 2 kids, so they must be doing all the work for him. Or he just gets the Channel 5 graphics department to sort all this nonsense out. So that's the case outcome.
No!
Cry, cry! You want a tissue, mate?
What?
Yeah!
Oh.
Shit! Either way, it says give way to oncoming cyclists. Well, he's giving way. He's giving way under his truck. Oh, if you want to complain, just scan the QR code. You'll probably find out who they are. Yeah, so he's had his stupid little clown things. Are you okay? Yay! Cry! Cry! Another clown. Way too much fucking time on his hands. Cry!
Dear Mr. Vine,
I don't know who's doing the... It's probably his wife doing the voice, as if she doesn't work for the police. She's someone else who works for the BBC on the getting paid a fucking fortune for doing not very much.
I am writing further regarding the above incident in order to advise you that Mr. H has attended a safe and considerate driving course.
When's he going to get a safe and considerate biking course?
As an alternative to prosecution.
Sounds like bloody Crime Watch.
As a result of their attendance on the course, I am now closing the file. Should they be involved in a similar incident within the next 3 years, the option...
She's got way too much time to add in little silly gifs all over the place. It will be the same people as do the graphics on his Channel 5 programme, because they do all that kind of shit on the programme.
of a further course will not be available, and police will consider prosecution.
Good, Bennett. He won't be happy until everyone's in jail. He's like Nicholas Angel in Hot Fuzz. Simon... Oh God, what's his name? Simon Pegg's character. Yeah, he won't be happy till everyone's in bloody jail and arrested.
You may wish to bring the contents of this letter to the attention of your insurers. Yours sincerely, the Collision Investigation and Prosecution
Mrs. Moth
team.
The only annoying thing is that
Jeremy Vine.
after I swapped numbers with the driver, his boss rang me on mine.
Again, more time to waste with stupid graphics.
And he was like this. And was really quite rude, blaming cyclists for causing problems
Correct.
on the roads of London and suggesting this incident was my fault.
Well, yeah, if you'd stopped, so the number of people who drive, you would get 2 cars and one crashes into another, even though they had plenty of time to see them before they crashed. But no, they just carry on, and then they have a crash, and then they put it on social media and moan about it, and everyone says, well, look, you tit, you would have avoided that if you just stopped, slowed down, paid attention. But no, you had to go and wade on in there like John Wayne and just crash your car into theirs and now cry about it on social media.
Fact. Cyclists are the solution, not the problem.
Well, you see, that's not a fact, that's just your opinion. Stupid tit. There we go. Oh yeah, so he calls them petrosexuals because that's a thing for bikes. But he tries to make it sound all clever. He tries to make himself sound important. You know, no one will miss him when he's gone. Fucking crybaby. A van backing into a cyclist in a cycle lane can never be the fault of the cyclist. Well, it is when the cyclist puts themselves in danger by just deliberately going behind it. Not once, not ever. Well, yeah, this time it is, because you went behind it on purpose, you tit. And that's the video. So, Jeremy Vine, what a massive, massive tit. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all notifications. No Genesis. Do we need an alternative to Genesis? Nah. We'll just stick with where we are now. Enjoy!